Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Houghtaling. I am the medical director here at Hamilton Animal Hospital. I'm going to be talking today about pet dentistry. We're going to go over why it's so important, what you can do at home, and when we should get professional care involved. So dentistry in pets is extremely important because it's so common and most people don't know what's going on. Pets have evolved to eat through pain, and most of us have no idea that dental disease is going on underneath those gum lines. And so what we want to do is give you a little bit more about what you can do at home. Dental disease is extremely common in pets, and about 90% of cats and dogs by the age of 3 will have dental disease. So it's something that's completely preventable, and most people just are unaware. They've evolved to eat through pain, and so most of us don't know what's going on. Pets ideally will start getting dental cleanings around the age of 2. And some pets who have retained puppy teeth, or like cats who have a broken tooth at the age of 1, might need to come in sooner. Once we get that initial dental cleaning, then on average pets should get about 1 dental cleaning per year. Some lucky large breed dogs or cats who have very good owners who are brushing their teeth might be able to go 2 or 3 years before their next dental cleaning. So at home, luckily nowadays there are a lot of options for at-home dental care in our pets. The best thing is if you can brush with a soft bristle toothbrush and enzymatic pet toothpaste. If you can do this every day, that is amazing, but even 2 or 3 times a week makes an enormous difference. If you can't brush your pet's teeth, which most of us can't, then look for VOHC approved products. That is the Veterinary Oral Health Council. It's similar to the ADA in humans if you look at your toothpaste bottle, and it's a group of specialists who get together and say what products are effective at slowing plaque and tartar from developing. This includes prescription dental foods, there is all kinds of treats, and water additives. So one or multiple of those can really help slow down progression. So common things that we'll see that a lot of people just had no idea. One of the big offenders is tennis balls. And that is because the material that they're made out of is made to resist hundreds, if not thousands, of slams against cement. And so against a tooth, it's always going to win out and wear down that enamel. This leads to pain and often can become infected. So we want to avoid tennis balls. I would recommend soft felt dog ones if you are going to give them balls. The other big thing is bones, sticks, rocks, antlers. Anything that you can't make an indent with your fingernail in is probably too hard for their teeth, especially puppies who have very brittle teeth and they love to chew. Anesthesia is always recommended for dental cleanings, and that is directly from AHA, the AVMA, and the Vet Dentistry Board, which is the group of specialists who determines what should and shouldn't be done for your pets. The reason why we need anesthesia is we need to intubate them so we can protect their airways and so that they're not feeling any of the pain or stress of the procedure. Also, we really want to clean under their gums. That's where most of their disease happens. It's not like in humans where we're getting cavities. So scraping off tartar, although it can look nice, it usually isn't helping the bigger problem, which lies under the gums. And so anesthesia allows us to comfortably scrape all that off, polish all parts of the teeth, and then get really good dental x-rays, since that is the majority of the problem of the roots of the teeth themselves. So unfortunately, with dentistry and all the equipment and training required, there is a fair cost. It starts around $1,200 for a full procedure, and that's 1 to 2 hours of anesthesia. If we're not pulling any teeth, it should be around that value, and it's a very quick recovery. If the pet has never had a dental, and let's say they're 10 plus years old, they're probably going to need a few teeth pulled. We don't want to pull these teeth. It's to remove infection and pain in their mouth. And so if we are having to pull a lot of teeth, it really depends on how much time it takes to pull them, but it could be as much as $3,000 or $4,000 if we're pulling a lot of their teeth. So hopefully with at-home care and starting dentals earlier, we don't get to that point. However, if your pet has really, really painful bad teeth, it would be life-changing if you could get this procedure. And know that if you can't, that's okay. We can figure out other options like pain medication and anti-inflammatories until you can eventually help them out. So again, I am Dr. Houghtaling here at Hamilton Animal Hospital. We would love to help you and your pets out. If you have a question or you want to get your pet's teeth checked out, feel free to reach out and we'll get you in the books.